We already learned how to add and subtract fractions that have the same denominator. But now is the turn to learn how to add and subtract fractions that have different denominators. In this case, we have 3 over 4 plus 2 over 5. Denominator of 4, denominator of 5, different denominators. There are many methods and many strategies. We are going to teach you 2 of them. The first one is like the most traditional, the most common method, the most used method. And then in the next video, we'll teach you a shortcut to do these operations. So when the fractions have different denominators, we need to force them, we need to obligate them to have the same denominator. But how do we do that? Well, let's see. We take the denominator of the first fraction, in this case of 4, and we multiply it by the numerator and denominator of the second fraction. Then we take the denominator of the second fraction and multiply it by the numerator and denominator of the first fraction. Let's see what happens. Here we have 5 times 3, which is 15, and 5 times 4, which is 20. Then here we have 2 times 4, which is 8, and 5 times 4, which is 20. What happens now with the denominators? Well, we have a common denominator of 20. And what did we learn in the previous lesson about common denominators? Our answer is going to have that common denominator of 20. And then what do we do with the numerators? We have a 15, we have an 8. What's the operation? A plus sign. 15 plus 8, 23. 23 over 20. This is an improper fraction. We turn them into mixed numbers, but we're going to learn that later on this course. And then what happens if we have a subtraction? The process is the same. We have the same fractions here, but regardless of the fractions we have, the process is the same. We take the denominator of this fraction, we multiply times numerator and denominator of this fraction. We take the denominator of this fraction, we multiply times numerator and denominator of this fraction. We do the multiplications, and what do we have? A common denominator. And every single time we do this process right, we will get that common denominator, which in this case is 20. So our answer has a denominator of 20. What do we do with these numbers? This is 15, this is 8. What's the operation of subtraction? 15 minus 8 equals 7. Our numerator is 7 over 20. So when the fractions have different denominators, we have to force them to have the same denominator, and to do that, we take the denominator of the first fraction, multiply times the full second fraction, denominator of the second fraction times the full first fraction, and every single time we do this process right, we will get that common denominator.